Yeah, if you saw the last live moment ago, I was in this chair and teach one to be one. You can see it above my head. There are many voices today. There are more voices today than ever before. There's no doubt about it. Let not many of you are words that you can find in a book, and they are very important words. Let not many of you become teachers. Because there is something that goes along with that. It's called a stricter judgment. Mhm. Because it's by your words that you will be. You'll either be justified or condemned by your words. Jesus made some things known years ago. Since Jesus went up into heaven, which you can read about in Acts chapter 1, many people have made things known since then. They have. I am one of the many. I am. And on this app called Clubhouse, there are participants, the People's Speaker Corner. Showed it to you a while ago. The title, the line in Jesus is God according to the Bible. And it says the replays are on. The replays are on. So I can tell you, if you do listen to the replays on here, that you will hear the same voice that you hear now, mine, because I've been up a while today. Right now, it's 9:56 a.m. in the morning. And in Hebrews, you find the words God. It begins with God. Hebrews. I can turn to Hebrews. I've got a Bible. I can find it. I can look here and find Hebrews. And it's right here. Hebrews chapter 1. I just opened the Bible to Hebrews chapter 1. It begins with God. God, the word that it begins with. God spoke long ago. It says in verse 2, he was speaking again by a child or a man named Jesus, his son. And he has been appointed by God. Now, I don't know who has appointed some of the other speakers, but if they have been, chosen by God, That's a wonderful thing. If you obey God. Now, these people, or there are people today that believe that I myself have a demon in me. They believe that that demon is speaking to you now. How do I know that they believe that? Should you believe if somebody tells you something? Should you believe them? Why would you tell somebody something if you didn't want them to believe you? Unless you were wanting them to believe a lie. They have said, they have listened to me for a year. They have not seen my videos at all. That I some of them may have. But last year, you can see when Bob the Builder began to make videos. The Bob the Builder channel. I don't remember what day that I made the first video, but I do remember the first video that I made in 2010 as Joseph the Dreamer. I remember that one because it was on the 4th of July and it was made in my front yard in a trailer that I no longer own. But if you don't understand that there will be a resurrection and a judgment, that everyone that God wants to raise from the dead will be raised from the dead and they will be judged. There was only one God that was speaking to Adam and making things out of dirt. Only one God. That's the Most High. That's the Creator. The one that in Genesis chapter 1 that you read about. Most people, evidently, they have no knowledge, no understanding at all, no wisdom. They don't have information. What are they? According to Jesus, when he spoke, he said, "Let the dead bury the dead." Now, those are words by Jesus. They are. And this cracker came out of a package. It did. I ate the first half and I will eat the rest of it, whether I do it in 2 bites or 1. How many of you have ever eaten a cheese cracker? You may not have. Well, I'm eating one. God, only one God in Genesis chapter 1. This is the God that created the heavens and the earth. Was not Jesus. The God that created the heavens and the earth has not become a man. Didn't happen. So Jesus cannot be the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. If you believe the lies, then just face up. You believe the lies.